Hi there, it's Laura here from iHeart Planners, and today I want to share with you the 6 things that you can do, and they are way easier than you think, to help the day-to-day life in your home run more smoothly. And before we dive in, I want to make sure you take a second, subscribe, hit the bell, and give this video a thumbs up. We all know when it comes to getting organized that one of the most important things is that everything needs to have a home. It needs to have a place to go. And one of the biggest reasons for clutter and messes is when you don't really have a defined spot for certain things. But these are 6 things that, more so than anything, if you have a spot for these things, your life will run more smoothly. So this is where you should get started. Now, number 1 thing you need is a family calendar. So you need a place, ideally it is a place in your home where you have a calendar and you can keep track of everything that is going on with everybody. So everybody knows, if you want to know where someone is or you want to know what's going on that day, you come check this calendar. I personally have this on my OneThrive board. It's right when you walk in, everyone knows where it is, and we can all keep track of our schedule that way. You might be able to do this digitally, although I really think there's something to be said for really being able to see it and not having to worry about electronics when you're trying to see it. So everyone needs to know where the family calendar is. Number 2 thing you need for a smooth home life is a meal plan in a central location where everybody can see it and everybody knows what's being planned. At a minimum, you should plan dinner. That's what I do, and we kind of have the same routine for breakfast and lunches, and I have it up here on my OneThrive board where we write down our dinner plans for the week. And what I love about this is everyone can see it. Even my 6-year-old who can read now knows what's coming for dinner, and this does a couple things. It cuts down on the what's for dinner questions. It cuts down on having to think about it when it's time to prep dinner. And also, I have found when I have that plan made and everyone can see it, other people tend to pitch in. So if my husband gets done with work sooner and he's ready to get started, he can go ahead and get started because we all know what's for dinner. The 3rd thing every home needs, and I would say this more so than anything will cut down on the clutter in your home, and that is a paper inbox. This can be a spot like a basket, even an empty drawer, anything like that, where whenever paper comes in the house, everyone knows that's where it goes. So this is going to stop you from just throwing it on all the flat surfaces in your home. And I have mine on my OneThrive board, and we just stick the mail in here when we come in. I also have a spot in my office upstairs for where paper goes when it comes in my office. So if you have 2 levels of your home, you may consider having 2 inboxes, or maybe just a general inbox for the family and then one in the office area where you may pay bills and do more of the filing and that sort of thing. But if you have one spot and everyone knows where it goes, that is going to cut down on all of the paper that's just all over the house. Number 4, you need a central location for your keys, and everyone needs to know where those are, because the last thing you want when you're trying to get out the door on time is to go hunting for your keys. And they're small, it's easy for them to get lost, and if you don't do the same thing, you're gonna be like, did I put those in my pocket? Did I put those in my purse? Did I put them on a hook? Did I just throw them on top of the counter? So create a place where you always know my keys go here. And we have hooks right when you walk in, and we know that's where our keys go. Number 5, you need a spot for your phone where you can charge it. And if you have more than one level in your home, I would recommend a spot on each level so that you don't have to go hunting and searching for your phone, and also so that the battery doesn't die. So you want to have a charger wherever the home for your phone is, you need a charger there so that it can stay charged and you know where it is. Bonus if you have one of those that doesn't even have to plug in if it has wireless charging, and you can get pretty affordable little stands where you just set your phone and it charges. That makes it even easier, but you want to know where that is. And the last thing that you need a spot for, and this one was new for 2020 in the pandemic era, is masks. So you don't want to be walking out the door and be like, wear those masks, and you also don't want to be like, which ones are clean, which ones are dirty. You want to know where your masks are. So we have hooks right when you walk in the door, and we have enough hooks to where you can put your clean and your used masks so that we don't get confused about which is which. So that's super important. I also recommend that you keep some in your car. So we have a little spot in our car, and find somewhere in your car where you'll know where they are, and each family member has a mask in there so that if we forget or whenever we're out, we always have one. And in addition to that, I keep one in a little pouch in my purse as well, so that I'm always have one with me. So make sure that you have a clear spot. And one of the simplest ways to do this, if you don't have a spot already, is just with one of those command hooks that you can attach to the wall easily. They're fairly affordable. They don't damage the wall. So if you change your mind later, or if hopefully we're out of the pandemic and maybe you're watching this then and we don't need any masks, you can take those hooks down really easily without damaging the wall. So I hope this has helped you. I know these things are fairly simple, but if you haven't done them already, getting these things done will make a big difference. And let me know in the comments below what your non-negotiables are as far as your home and what things you make sure that you have a spot for.